Alrighty guys, we're back for some Bombardment Burn, and this deck is based around Arcane Bombardment, a 6-drop enchantment. Whenever you cast your first instant or sorcery spell each turn, exile an instant or sorcery spell card at random from your graveyard, then copy each card exiled with Arcane Bombardment. You may cast any number of copies without paying their mana costs. Pretty cool little card here, guys. There is one problem, and Invoke Despair is going to be devastating. A lot of people are playing Invoke Despair right now, too. There's actually a lot of other cards that can destroy this, too, so you're kind of hoping to wrap up the game as soon as possible after you get Arcane Bombardment on the board. So it is kind of a mono red deck. We do have a little splash of blue for Magma Opus, but we don't worry about playing the pathways out on blue because of all the treasure. You get treasure from the Magma Opus, you get treasure from the big score and Unexpected Windfall, and yeah, we just don't worry about playing these out on blue. Especially since you're trying to cheat Magma Opus out with Arcane Bombardment. So I'm going to drag this over here real quick. Let's go over the rest of the deck, but first things first, for anyone who doesn't know, I'm Red Cat, and I play aggro decks and any decks with red in them as well. Additionally, guys, we do get that sub goal set all the way up at 1,000, so if you want to help us reach that goal, then please consider subscribing because it is much appreciated, friends. So what do we got in the deck here? We got 4 Play With Fires, 2 Spikefield Hazards, 2 Cathartic Pyres, 4 Roil Eruptions, 4 Magma Opus. So I moved it into the 2-drop spot because of the second ability. For 2 mana, discard Magma Opus, create a treasure token. That's usually what you're going to play this as, right? You're going to want to move this into the grave. You're going to want to ramp off the treasure tokens and get to that Arcane Bombardment as soon as possible, and then start duplicating this Magma Opus every turn, right? So we have 2 Call in a Professionals, which could be important against Angel decks, let's be real. We have 4 Igneous Inspirations, where that Learn lets us access this lesson sideboard over here, where we are rocking Environmental Sciences, 2 Start From Scratches, an Introduction to Prophecy, Illuminate History, Introduction to Annihilation, and a Mascot Exhibition. Mascot Exhibition being the best card in the lesson sideboard easily, because what we can do is discard that to like a big score, and then maybe cheat out some mascots every single turn off the bombardment, right? So we do have 4 big scores and 2 Unexpected Windfalls for that discard ability, for the treasure ramp. Just a great card in general from both of these, right? 4 Burn Down the House, the second best card to hit out of your grave with Bombardment because you get those devils every turn, which is just devastating for the opponent. Or maybe you just have to wipe the board a couple times, right? So 5 damage to each creature and Planeswalker. Yeah, that never hurt anything, right? Do you have a Den and a Crucible? Only 1 Den of the Bugbear because I didn't want anything to slow us down in the mana base at all, because I think overall the deck is relatively greedy already, so we'll see though. Let's see if we run into any Invoke Despairs over in normal play mode. Honestly, there's so much that can remove enchantments though. Hopefully the burn in the deck can do something on its own. That being said, with all the, if we do run into a lot of enchantment removal, then it would be worth like going over the fact that we could just be running Invoke Calamity or something along those lines, right? So we'll see though. I really wanted to test out this new card, so let's go see how it actually goes. Right into the first match. Let's go, guys. Okay. Good hand, I like it. No bombardment, but ramp off the Magma Opus and a bunch of potential removal as well. I mean, honestly, it's like, it really depends if we need removal or not. See, like, that's tempting, but is it necessary? Whatever. We have tons of cards to play. We might as well go ahead and do that. Keep Cathartic Pyre open, but it's going to be Magma Opus discard here, I think. These are sorcery, so don't forget about the Roil Eruption sorcery part of things. which I think is easy to forget sometimes. Depends how much you play with the cards, of course. Yep, so we're going to ramp off the Magma Opus. The sooner we get to Arcane Bombardment levels, the better. So they do have the blood token open here. Another Magma. Yeah, this is worth playing as a land here, I'd say. And I'd say it's worth passing again to keep the Cathartic Pyre open. Something to note off the Cathartic... It's one of those days, guys. Something to note off of this is the discard could come in handy, right? When we're trying to search for something that we really want to find. And honestly, I think we hold it back though, because I think just ramping off of the other Magma Opus is fine. I think that's perfectly okay. Okay, 6 mana. We're at bombardment levels. We could double Roil Eruption, the Skullport, or we could keep those open to discard to look for what we're searching for, right? I think that's fine. Keep both open to discard to look for the one combo piece in the deck. Yep, Oni Cult Anvil. Opponent is playing definitely a tier 1 style build over there. The Oni Cult Anvil decks are nasty right now with Obnixilis. I always say it, but like it depends. But potentially the best deck in Standard right now. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Like a week or two ago, I said that to Mono White. I said it's still potentially maybe the best, but now I don't think so anymore. Now I don't think so. Really not sure where the best lands. It's got to be between, like, Angels is just so good right now. Angels and Oni Cult is what I would place it between. 2 Roil Eruptions gone. Oh no. Oh dear. Alright, Inspiration. Okay. So it's gonna be Inspiration to face? Ah man, why does red have so much trouble hitting cards with power 4 toughness? Or yeah, power, listen to me. With 4 or more toughness. So we could go Introduction to Scry 2 draw because like, yeah, or we could thin out the deck. I think it's gonna be Introduction as we're searching for our combo, man. I don't even really want to call it a combo piece, but it kind of is. Let's go. We have it in hand, guys. Mission accomplished. Okay. So, I'm just thinking, like, this is the one Oni Cult Anvil deck that's running Invoke Despair or something, right? Like, okay, here we go. Here we go. We're down to 15. Are we going to get Arcane Bombardment on the board first game? Oh, that's a scary card. That is a very, very scary card. Yeah, we got to take the 3, man. I'm not discarding. Nope. Nope. Okay, good. We get to keep our treasure open. We can actually play this on blue then. And now, the big issue comes. Are we going to even be able to exile what we want to exile here? I guess the even bigger issue is Arcane Bombardment going to be a thing on my turn? I hope that was okay to take 3. Because they could swing for 3. Then they could get Obnixilis down, ping us for 4. Oh no, and then they have the Oni Cult Anvil open too. Oh no, guys, like this is really bad. This is really, really bad. Okay, at least it was a tapped land, but they still have 3 open for an Obnixilis. So it could still be swing for 3 Ob Nixilis, right? But nope, they only have 2 open now. Nice. So it's not Ob Nixilis then. That's good. That's good. All right. So what we have to see here is we need to hit like a Magma Opus off of this. It would have been really nice to get another instant or sorcery. Oh, Magma Opus. Oh my goodness. Right. So 4 damage divided as we choose. So let's take out all of this, and then we get to target 2 permanents tap. So we'll tap you and you. That is how we want to distribute that, and we get a 4/4 blocker. Okay, Cathartic Pyre. So we can on their turn Cathartic Pyre and probably discard a mountain. We could discard both mountains and see what we get. So I'm gonna go into full control mode here. Wait, does full control just go away? Do we have to like put a stop at the beginning of their turn or something? Okay, so Cathartic Pyre, discard 2. Resolve. We're in this, man. Because we hit the Magma Opus, we are in this. Voltage Surge, the 1/4/4. Sure. They do get their 1/1. Very nice. So let's see what we hit randomly here. We'll resolve this, right? Igneous Inspiration. Sweet. So we'll start with the Opus, I think. So divided as we choose. We could just go 4 into Merchant now. I think that's fine. Submit. We'll tap down. They could just do this in response though, right? I think they can tap these in response. So let's tap down land at the beginning. That way they have less to do. And I think we hit face because it's the same concept. They can sacrifice the construct in response with the anvil. I think that's how that would work. I know everything's weird with this stop on. I'm gonna take the stop off now. Right, so they're going for the untap here. So we are going to sacrifice a non-land permanent before we discard. We're gonna sacrifice the treasure. And now we're gonna discard a mountain. Because we can't take like any damage here. Because we don't know exactly what's coming for us. And we still want to be able to discard the mountain to the Cathartic Pyre as well. So Environmental Sciences actually isn't that bad, gaining us life. But Mascot Exhibition is really, really good too. But we only have 6 mana open, so I think it's going to be Sciences to gain life. What would you guys grab there? Tough decision. Alright, so they ended up, yeah, that's why they ended up using that, because we were going to tap down their land. But pretty much anything we did there would have been in response. Alright, so I think we did fine. Another Arcane Bombardment. We can't play that and something else next turn though, so because we discarded, so maybe I should have discarded the other mountain. Oh my goodness, opponent still has stuff going for them. That's scary, dude. Very scary. Burn down the house is not an instant, unfortunately. We could just go Sciences. I don't know how we play around this, honestly, guys. I think we do play both of these out. We might do Devils here, though. I don't know. Let's start with the Sciences, right? To thin out our deck. And we will go... So, Introduction to Prophecy. Magma Opus does draw us 2. We go you, submit. We'll tap you, and I don't know, just a land over here. That's fine. 1 and 3. That's the split. Inspiration to face and Introduction to Prophecy. Another Magma Opus. Could be good. Could be. I'll grab it. Might be able to just outright cast it soon enough, right? Like next turn we could. We're going back up to 7 here too, so the opponent does need a lot. Let's grab Start from Scratch to get rid of Oni Cult. Or the Lantern, honestly. That's probably just better to hit. Honestly, we might have been getting pretty greedy not grabbing the Start from Scratch early on, right? I don't know if it's Lantern. I don't know if it's Oni Cult or Lantern. I think it's Lantern. I don't really like discarding all the time. But they do gain life from this, and we take damage, and they get 1/1s. But every time we cast something, we get to ping these 1/1s and such. So I don't know. Tough decision. Grab this. So we have Roil Eruption available. Yep, GG opponent. Wow. Guys, what is this? What is that? Ignore that. That is not the same version of the deck. What have I done, guys? I always do that. I forget to clone the deck, and then there we are. I think I know what that was too. That was like a Grixis Bombardment that I skewed into the mono red Bombardment. Darn it! I always forget to duplicate it. That's one of the things I have. One of the issues I have with the Aether Hub deck tracker. I wish it would know every time we edit a deck. Look at this hand, bro. Bro, I'm keeping it. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. I'm keeping this. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, so 100% win rate with the deck so far, technically. Only the one match has ever been played with this, so. I don't like that they have blue open, so we're gonna do this on my turn. One of the bombardments and see what we draw. Yeah, I don't like that they're rocking blue in their deck, so. We have a turn 4 Arcane Bombardment here. That is insane. I don't know about this, though. Calling it professional could be really good. I mean, we got to get Bombardment down as soon as possible because of all the value we get from that. So what you'll see as a red player is a lot more opponents playing cards with 4 toughness, and I mean a lot more, okay? And that's not because of red, unfortunately. That is because of Meat Hook. And okay, so let's go. We want to keep calling a professional open. We just don't. Can I not click on this? So it's going to be between Big Score and Magma Opus. So let's hope it's Magma Opus and hit into, let's hit face. Let's hit face. If it's Magma Opus, we get to take out a Valkyrie anyway. It is not Magma Opus. So we will discard Den of the Bugbear here over the other Arcane Bombardment. Yeah. Yeah. Over the other Bombardment. And then we will grab Introduction to Annihilation could be pretty good. I don't want them to draw too much, but exiling their angels is probably better than nothing, right? So we keep the calling the professional open for their turn. Oh, crap. I wanted to do that right here at the beginning of the stop. No, don't do Stop playing cards, opponent. This is unacceptable. Okay. Hit face. No, no. This time we're not taking the risk. We're going to hit one of the Valkyries. Because if we hit the Igneous Inspiration over the Magma Opus, then it is the Magma Opus, actually. Start with the big score here. And I'm going to discard the Mountain. Magma Opus, and we're going to tap. No, this is damage first, so we want to hit you. And face. Submit. Tap, tap. Magma Opus hurts my brain, man. It's like, what are we doing exactly, right? Resolve. Very nice. We have Play with Fire open now. I think we have a couple cards in hand, guys. So that's gone. And then they don't gain life this turn. So yeah. That was good. That was good. I still have full control open. I'll go ahead and get rid of that. Creature type, whenever another creature of the chosen type enters the battlefield. So we have Play with Fire open for that. They don't gain because of the Call in a Professional. Youthful Valkyrie. Okay. So Play with Fire is going to be pretty devastating for them. Because we have the... I mean, Burn Down the House is going to be devastating. Because we have the Play with Fire open as well. So it's going to be burn the house down. You can actually swing here first. GG, opponent. GG, buddy. 100% win rate so far. Ignore those first three. It's going to be annoying, but I'm going to say it at the end of every match. Those first three were a very different version of this deck. Generally speaking, if I test a deck and lose 3 times in a row, then I usually just like completely change it to something different. And yeah, ignore those. 100% win rate, pretty spicy so far. Normal play mode. I love that we beat some angels there, so that's fun. Actually, we just took down some of the top meta, guys. Let's go. That was a really bad hand to keep, too. We got a little bit lucky, didn't we? Speaking of bad hands to keep, we'll draw something. We'll draw some. I have faith in us, guys. I have faith. Do you guys have faith? I mean, we get to scry if we ping the opponent's face with this, but yeah, no. I'm sorry, opponent. Yeah, I can't let you run away with the game right now. Okay, well, I mean, probably play this out on blue pretty safely. Luminarch. Uh-oh. Maybe I should have saved that. They have blue. I'm gonna do this now. We're gonna ditch a big score since we have another one. Okay, Spikefield Hazard's pretty good. We'll have 6 next turn, and we can get Magma Opus into the grave if we really wanted to. Yeah, we have 6, 7, but we could do Magma Opus, get a treasure back, make sure that this is in the grave and ready. Okay, see, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad, though. We can't let that live. So it's just gonna be Arcane Bombardment next turn. And then hopefully we survive long enough. No third land from the opponent. So big score, discard Magma Opus, right? There's the third land. The truth of the matter is, once you get Arcane Bombardment down, if the opponent doesn't have an answer for it, then it tends to run away with the game. That being said, if the opponent has an aggressive enough board state, then they could still win after you get Arcane Bombardment down. Roil Eruption. So big score is an instant, but we kind of still want to do it this turn anyways and see what we hit here. Discard an Opus, see if we hit the Opus, because it could be. Ah, Windfall. Okay, discard Opus. Okay. Eey, a lot of land. Oh, burn down the house. Yep, that'll do it for us. I'll get this down on red so we're paying less treasure. Yeah, that's important. That's important. Yeah, GG opponent. 100% win rate so far. Is it annoying yet, guys? Ignore the first 3 matches there, especially for anyone who's skipping around the video who doesn't know what these 3 matches are. Different version of the deck. I hate it when I do that. I gotta, like, it always happens because these decks that I'm going back to right now and playing, a lot of them I made towards the beginning of Streets of New Capenna, and so what I do is I test them at the beginning too, and then I just forget to delete and clone after the massive edits that I make. So what you'll see is a lot of people running like the Grixis Bombardment, right? And I can see why. I can see why. There's a lot of really spicy things you can do with Grixis. But right now, this deck feels pretty clean. Definitely worthwhile over here in normal play mode, at least. I like the hand. I like it. We have Play with Fire open, and we have a ramp on turn 2 with Magma Opus if we don't have to use removal. What I don't like is we don't have Bombardment, right? So we'll see. Lots of ways to draw into the Bombardment, which is actually really spicy too, isn't it? Nice, another land there. Pretty good. We have some options to burn the opponent's face this turn, but I don't think we do. I think we end it, because we don't know what they're playing yet. Oh. We probably want to kill that, but we can do that on our turn with the Roil Eruption. So let's go searching here. Let's go searching. Skip the land, right? We'll Roil Eruption the Stitcher. Okay, so we actually got some Spikefield Hazard here. I don't mind. Magma Opus. Sure. Sure. I'll keep it. So what we really want to do, though, is make sure that this dies and play a Spikefield Hazard this turn. That's what we really want to do. Then we can keep Spikefield Hazard open. Pretty greedy play. Pretty greedy. I'm not going to lie, doing the Cathartic Pyre in that manner was pretty greedy. Okay. Another Roil Eruption. So I will go ahead and play this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're keeping everything open here. Yeah, not worth the Roil Eruption to their face, knowing that they're running some kind of Stitcher or Poppet Factory deck. I think it's worth ramping because we're getting very close to, I don't know, like there's a lot of cards that, okay, like Big Score, for example, that can help us get to the Arcane Bombardment levels. So yeah, I think it's worth the ramp there. Okay, nice. So nice. That's pretty sick. Let's let them do this. Let's see what they grab here. Probably an Opus, right? Yeah, that makes sense. X is 8. Yep, remove those counters from that land. Good play, good play. Cemetery, I have a deck that's running this Cemetery Desecrator, and it's really, really sick. Bro, burn down the house. Look at all the land we have right now. This is actually relatively bad, isn't it? So we could burn down the house. But then if we draw an Arcane Bombardment, we have 10 mana, 11. We could go 1/1s and swing. Let's let it go. Let's let it go. I don't think it's worth playing to burn down the house there. What do you guys think? Especially when the opponent could... Bro. No, that's going up to 6, isn't it? It's going to be at 6. Okay. This could be bad. We really needed to see a better draw off the big score, but let's be honest. We've been getting pretty lucky today. So... Okay, Cathartic Pyre does hit Planeswalkers. So, no question in my mind, bro. Wait a minute. Yes, question in my mind. We could go 3 Devils, full swing at Professor Onyx, and then still kill the Onyx. We just don't know what this swamp is. Okay, I'll do that. I'll go Devils over the 5. You think... Just when you think I've been greedy enough. Just when you think. Nothing's sticking, so we're just doing that. Goodbye, Onyx. Yeah, just when you think I've been greedy enough. This does have Menace, by the way. Wow, that's scary. Oh! Oh! Necroduality. Oh my goodness. Opponent's playing a fun build, guys. I'm scared now. Okay, anyone's game, but I think I'm leaning towards the opponent now. Gotta be 100%. Meat hook for 1. Oh, man. Well, they didn't care much for their Cemetery Desecrator, I guess. I guess they could have swung there first. Maybe they didn't think about that. But I don't know. Yeah, that's what's cool about the Cemetery Desecrator. You get the ability after it dies, too. So, like, look at this. Magma Opus and burn down the house out of the grave. They didn't take the other Magma Opus because they might be anticipating Invoke Calamity. So, I'd say that's a pretty good grab for the opponent off of that. Unexpected Windfall needs a card in hand. We pass. Have nothing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, guys. We're seeing the dark side of this deck now. We're seeing how good it could be the first 3 games, and now we're seeing, like, what happens if we don't draw what we need to see. Yeah, all these duplicates off the Necroduality is just really, really bad. More land. Oh, no, guys. Oh, no. I think the opponent just got it, man. I don't have a lot of hope now after... Unless we draw, like, another big score or Unexpected Windfall. Something that could draw us multiple things, like a Bombardment and something else that we need. I don't know, man. I think the opponent wants to play it. Another land! Okay. The game didn't like that we won 3 games in a row, guys. Oh, no. We don't have that much land in here, I don't think. I think 24 total. We're really seeing it. No. 24 plus the 2 Spikefield Hazards. So yeah, technically a lot of land. Same concept. If we get an Unexpected Windfall, then maybe we'll still be there, but Arcane Bombardment, well, GG opponent. Yep, see, it doesn't do anything the turn it comes down. You need to have something else. We'll go ahead and let them play it out. Good game, opponent. Really spicy. Yeah, we got that Bombardment way too late. Which is why, like, the opening hand without the Bombardment, even though it looked pretty good, it technically wasn't that great, was it? So 3 wins so far, 1 loss. Once again, ignore those first 3 matches. I apologize, guys. I will be saying it. Let's go 1 more. Let's go 1 more. Try to make it an 80% total win rate would be really, really nice. This is a fun deck, man. I'm kind of like sitting back in my chair, like just having a good time, you know? It's like, it's not It's not like when you're playing an aggro deck and you're just sweating the whole time, like, ah, man, if the opponent does this, you know? This is more so like, I don't know, yeah, it's weird. It feels more laid back, even though there are some tense moments of, oh, are we gonna draw it type of thing. Okay, we could probably safely, Den of the Bugbear is probably better there. Face or Pyre? Let's go Pyre. Keep the Pyre open for removal, but then also discard, which I'll do right now. What do you guys think? Is it a safe bet to be able to discard those two things? Okay. Well, okay. Definitely gonna grab a environmental sciences here. What do you guys think? Since we're not seeing any of our treasure ramp, trying to get closer to that 6 is probably gonna be pretty good. Okay, hi Righteous Valkyrie. Hi buddy. Double Roil Eruption. Or let them gain a bunch. It's double Roil Eruption. A good old-fashioned 2-for-1 in mono red, huh? That's how we do it. That's how we deal with 4 toughness. Revitalize, wow. Gain some 4 because of the cleric class. Another cleric class, wow. So we have Magma Opus. Oh, you know what we could have done there? You know what we could have done? We could have saved the environmental sciences for once the bombardment was on the board, ramped off of the Opus, and then, yeah, we still would have been fine. We still would have had the 6 mana available. I think it's worth doing the ramp anyways for when we do draw, like a play with fire. Oh, let's go. Play with fire, face. We could do it on their turn too. Okay, I'll do it on their turn in case there's like something we really, really want to remove. They don't have blue, so like, I don't know. What do you guys think? I feel like that's just better. Oh, wow. They're going for it, man. They are going for their Righteous Valkyrie. So do we try to hit this and maybe we get enough? Probably not. It's probably going to be 3. I think we're going to end up hitting face here. See what we hit. Because it's probably only going to be able to do 5. Yeah, so see, that's how we want to do it. And then Introduction to Annihilation is probably the best bet. The Exile, I know that the opponent draws, but okay, Burn Down the House is pretty good too. I'm going to keep that on top. So it could be Burn Down the House here instead, because we could start to exile the cleric classes. So let's do Burn Down the House. Get that into the grave. See what we hit here. Roil Eruption. It's going to be Inspiration to face. Roil Eruption to... Wait, we can't cast that. I'm pretty sure we can't do the kicker cost there. I hope we can't. Maybe I should have tried it. I'm pretty sure we can't, though. We'll grab Mascot in case we end up getting that 7th land. What do you guys think? And now we have to start thinking, yeah, we have to start getting rid of the cleric classes, which I believe this is the one that they got to... Oh! They turned it into a treasure! Oh my goodness! Dude! Nice! That is such a sick way to get rid of it. I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, you're welcome, buddy. I don't even know... I feel like we just discard it for the Mascot Exhibition at this point, right? I'm doing it. I'm crazy. Just because, like, that is such a cool way to deal with it. I love that, dude. That was awesome. That was so, so good. Okay. So, we could annihilate this. And then I still like getting the Arcane Bombardment down first, though, potentially. We just don't want them to gain too much. I think I do like Bombardment first. Oh my goodness, that was amazing, dude. Look at this. I love this. Enchanted Permanent is a treasure. It loses all of their abilities. Guys, where else is that good at? Because I feel like that could be really, really good potential removal. Like, think about how much versatility that has, right? Like, like, we never see this being played, but I feel like it is good enough to think about. Beginning of your upkeep, draw a card if your life total is greater than or equal to the last noted. Oh, okay. Okay. So they got lots of ways to keep cards in their hand. So let's see what we exile off of the bombardment here, because I think it's going to be introduction to the creature, but these cleric classes are annoying, huh? I think it's fine, though. I think it's creature. Opponent, don't take too long, buddy. I'm 40 minutes in. I'm already 40 minutes in the video. I'm never going to be able to finish it. We're going to be here an hour in, an hour-long video. Uh-oh, opponent might have froze, honestly. I hope not. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you never know, man. Like, sometimes the game crashes, too. So a burn down the house would be really good. Or hitting burn down the house. Bro. Holy cow. We're just spoiled at this point. But I really hate to get our cards removed here, too. Maybe it's still introduction. And see what we exile. Because we still have... I'm going to try the kicker this time. I think we would need 5 more mana. Casting cost modified to 5. Yeah, we would still need the mana for the kicker. You may pay an additional cost as you cast. Yeah. That's what I was thinking earlier, but... So we can hit Innkeeper so they gain less. I think that's pretty good, actually. And then what's going to happen here is a swing on the ground. What's going to happen is it's going to end up coming down to, are they going to have removal for this Arcane Bombardment? And or are they going to be able to gain like 30 life in one turn? Because then it's probably over anyways, because how are we ever going to catch up, right? Another cleric class. Wow. So they gain from that. Probably going to draw. They get this angel to a point where burn down the house can't hit it. We're going to have to, like, I don't even know. Devouring Tendrils. Okay. So it is above a burn down the house now. How are we going to get through this, guys? How are we going to do this? Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good, guys. So I'm going to block here because we're going to try to remove everything. I didn't want to have to spend it like this, but I think we do. I think we do have to spend it like this. Cathartic Pyre, nice. So we can 3 damage to you. 3 damage to face, right? This is ridiculous, man. How long are we going to be able to go here? Okay, they get an extra card. Oh no. Oh no, guys. These Arcane Bombardment decks though, huh? This has been really fun. I love this one so far. Core Celebrant, sure. Yep. They gain an extra 3 from their cleric classes alone. Oh, yep. I think we may have run out. I think we may have run out of steam here, guys. If we don't see an Yeah, what am I even saying? If I don't see an instant or a sorcery next turn, let's give it to the opponent, because I do think that this game could go on and on if they don't kill us in the next few turns, right? So like next turn, if we don't see an instant or sorcery, maybe we just give it to them, especially since, oh, they might actually be able to wrap this up pretty effectively with bringing back Righteous Valkyrie. Yeah, actually, I think the opponent might be able to wrap this up. We'll see what we draw, though. And then we'll let them play it out because, wow, that's a lot of power, man. I love the opponent's deck. It's just some classic life gain, and we've been seeing a lot more play from the cleric classes. That's a good game, opponent. Very, very good game. We'll let them play it out, get their swing in. Wow, yeah, back and forth there for a little while. Just let it all go through. All right, 60% total win rate for the deck. I know I said it every match. I apologize for everyone who's been here the entire time, but those first 3 matches were a different version of the deck, so ignore those. I just forgot to clone it. And yeah, so 60% win rate with those 5 matches. Pretty spicy, man. Pretty spicy. That's not bad at all for like a fun little deck. Honestly, it felt really powerful, and honestly, the losses, it just kind of felt like, we got a little bit unlucky sometimes, right? But it is what it is. Arcane Bombardment's a super sweet card. It is, I want to call it a little bit on the jankier side, but I feel like there might be ways to protect Arcane Bombardment and or ramp up to it sooner. Maybe like a Gruul Arcane Bombardment build might be pretty cool, right? Now, we have been running into a lot of Angels recently, so you know it would be fun to mainboard and drive people nuts? Because I have time to talk about it, right? We're almost 50 minutes in. Oops. Good old-fashioned Plummet, guys. I love this Theros artwork for Plummet. Destroy target creature with flying. Do enough decks in the meta play flyers? I don't think so, but I did run Plummet before when the alchemy meta only was dragons. Like every match was you were going up against dragons, so Plummet was worth the main board. That being said, maybe one day there'll be enough angels to the point where Plummet actually sees main board play in best of 1, right? We'll see, we'll see. Anyways, if you made it this far into the video, hi, what are you doing here? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You guys are champions, and I will see you in the next video.